What has he got cooking for us? What is he going to lock in? He gives them Zen! He gives them Zen! What a nice guy.
Very generous. Very generous.
Sejuani. Honestly, this is a very kind draft so far. I was expecting...
Wow.
Okay, Faker, Aurelion, Sol coming on through.
And the Briar?
I mean, that is a pair of solo ladies for a Sejuani.
Yeah, that
absolute giga scaling comp for T1. As it's going to be a hook champ here for Carney. So it is Brand, I assume.
Bot lane, yeah.
Bot lane, yeah. I was going to say AD carry, but hopefully not.
You know, kind of works with the fact that you have the AD solo laners.
Yeah.
And the double drag, I mean, there's a lot of scaling on T1.
Yeah.
Really.
No way, he's like, what have I done? You have to play against this now. Between T1 and NNO. Pride on the line between our two squads. And it kicks off with a dance party.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There's murder on the dance floor.
That was some good manners initially. When you know what it was? It was Paze and Faker when they realized
that the passive scaling. As you get higher levels, you get so much AD as long as fights go on. Paze stunned under the tower. Trying to go for a dive there. The hook flashed away from by Carrier. And NNO can't quite turn it around, and it means that they keep getting just whittled down. Owner is on a ward, and NNO immediately start to flee on the bottom side. Another ward there. Owner flashing for it. Those stun comes on through, but both of them get away. Brokey has a lantern as well. And NNO will get away with their lives.
Able to disengage safely from the situation. Good news for NNO, but they're still suffering in this bot lane 2v2.
Oh, the flash from Paze even dodges the hook. Beautifully done. 2 games in a row. A scaling carry and early kills. Here comes Zucker in though. There's Owner. Does get stunned up, but just not enough damage. Really on either side, to be honest, on these early scraps.
Yeah, lacking mana as well for Paze and Carrier here, so a lot back away. But the fact they had that big CS lead in the bot lane and then get that kill, great start for T1 on the bot side of the map. And I don't know, looking for a bit more here. Oh no.
Oh, Owner back in, and it's another one for Paze. 2 games in a row, 2 first kills for Paze. T1, they'll be very happy with how this one started.
Yeah, I mean, we said early momentum needed to be in favor of NNO, and now with the fact that it's the Smolder in particular with those 2 kills, a rough start.
Nice little trade from Tolkien there. The longer these fights go on, if you don't know his ahead, he's got a passive, you'll see it underneath his health bar. The more stacks on that passive, the scarier this champion becomes. Flashing in, looking for a kill, but Tolkien gets away. And here comes Sejuani. They're not going to chase it down, though. Durin just going back to his jungle.
Yeah, I think Tolkien doesn't really have the health or cooldown to set something up, and I think Girin just couldn't chase him down there. Oh, now,
oh no, taken down Doran with a solo bolo on the top side. 3-0 for T1.
Again, T1 happy just to farm up in this situation.
Okay, just shy on the hook, dive from nowhere, onto Faker! No way! Gets his solo kill, he goes down, but he'll be happy with that one. Tolkien now with it all on the top side as Doran tries to escape. The stun's there, but there's just no follow-up.
Good old there from Doran to get away from a sticky situation, but a solo kill mid lane. It is answered back, but no way the one lane where you're seeing some pressure from NNO.
The Aurelia assault as now T1 continue to push in this bottom side, and I'm a little bit nervous. Coming on Brokey here, as we could have a dive. Smolder breathing fire everywhere. Brokey's still alive though, and Pace jump, there we go.
Wait.
Oh no, it's a 1-for-1. It's a disaster for T1.
And just a little bit of a dangerous recall here. Maybe shopping already, gets caught out, and then everything lands. Unfortunately, the flash doesn't get him to safety though. And it is a 1-for-1.
Yeah, slightly awkward flash, but he does not care. Does that look like a man who cares whether his flash was perfect? I don't think so.
You know, he can put solo killed Faker in the resume, and that's what matters.
Exactly. Okay, now No Way in a bit of trouble as Carrier comes in to help out. The stun out from Faker, the root is there as well. And No Way punished for his transgressions in the mid lane.
But Carrier helped, so it wasn't a solo kill, importantly.
I've got devastating news for you. It was a solo kill earlier.
When he died in the tower, yeah.
Brokey going forwards, pays, chunked, and will be forced to flash away over the wall. Carney gonna hunt for a hook, but action. Oh, what a shot from Ona across the map. The lantern will keep him alive for a little bit, but Brokey's gonna go down anyway. Carrier with the first one, as Ona chunked himself, doesn't have the sustain just yet, and he's gonna go down. In fact, no way will be gifted this one. No, he won't. Never mind. Urine grabs it.
In the trade, and I don't know, going to be able to take the dragon.
Oh, flash forward from Tolkien.
So
Doran,
close.
good movement. Flashes out to safety, and the Q will sustain him back up again. So should be just about okay in the top side. Big damage on Brokey from Faker. Carney was moving over. Brokey getting really chunked. His Pace moves in. He gets the Drake. That was a single auto attack, I'm pretty sure.
And it feels like the role of stealing objectives is a T180 carry tradition. Hayes manages to get it there. We'll have to get a lot more to live up to.
The stun doesn't land, but no way. I think it's just going to go down. Pays with the kill there. Carney trades it. And now for a bit of supportal combat, but I think both of them just going to walk away here.
That tension when you think, they get the kill. Oh,
Tolkien's down. Ona's moved up to the top side. And, well, with two auto attackers in that top lane with Grubs on your side as well. Norman's going to make short work of that tower.
ult used by Ona there, so I assume connected with that onto Tolkien. Unfortunately, this top lane matchup, we saw that near solo kill from Tolkien. I think with the second kill in the place for Doran, it's going to be pretty rough. Oh, he cancelled the recall.
I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of damage here from NNO. Almost good in long fights. Okay, there's the damage as he comes on in. The stun lands. That's going to be one. But no way, a shutdown nonetheless as well. 2-3-1 now, as they'll start to come back into this game. The CC Jade is disgusting, as both top laners destroyed. Oh, Brokey in trouble as well. The flash from Faker to dodge the stun and finds himself a double kill.
They are quite short-ranged, playing into things like the Aurelion Sol, like the Seraphine even. I think the ult value so high.
Brokey is so squishy. Has a great little hook there. And it's going to be a pull onto the tower. Carrier's going down. Brokey narrowly survives as Carney finding his angles. Finding his opportunities. Pays with the cleanse though. Looking for the kills. Finds it before he goes down.
Carney so clean on the thresh there. Landing everything. And that's Tolkien looking.
Tolkien finds a stun here, but the longer it goes on, the worse it gets for the Renekton. Doran just demolishing on the top side. A hat trick now on the Zed. He's onto the tier 2 already.
Yeah, if I was Tolkien, I would be looking at my mid laner.
Hey, no way. How do you fancy a lane swap right now?
I'd be asking, why did you pitch me this matchup? Why did you give him this brand new champion?
Oh, it was looking good when you're in on this one until Faker arrived. And now,
nice dodge.
A little too much. Under the tower they go. Ona happy to dive forward for this one. The TP coming on through from NNO. No way, looking for an angle. Carney going for the hook again, and he finds it once more. No way, diving into the action. The sustain is there, but I don't think it'll quite be enough. Oh, maybe it will. The stun comes through from Faker as he's channeling, but he's out of mana. And Carney wide on the hook for once. The root across the team, but Pays is just free firing. Pays is taking them down. There's another kill on the Smolder as Brokey trying to get away, but there's nowhere to go. Flashing under his tower, and he will survive.
But Brokey did so much damage there, but just the low health bar is not quite enough to take them out. And Carney, first time misses a hook, I feel there. Unfortunately, not able to find more. It's still T1 getting more and more advantages on the back of these plays. Tolkien
diving in, looking for Carrier, but he can't quite get it. And it's another one for the bot lane to T1.
And he is king of the dragon healer, so. There's a snipe.
No way, jump in. The lantern, the double charm as well, the roots galore. Doran diving into the action. As NNO over the wall, watching Carney dive, doing nothing, hoping for a pick. Onto Ona, they find their target. Stun comes on through, the burn is there, and it's not enough!
He's not dying!
He's still alive! The sustain coming on through! Oh god, NNO is bad to worse at this point as FaZe is here to finish the kill as well. Tolkien,
run away, Tolkien, run away.
just wondering what on earth is going on.
Oh man, no!
Oh god, he can't even get away at this point. Thorin looking to chase him down. Goes for the pull on in the Dread return, and it is Dread. All it is this game for Tolkien. Thorin over the wall. I think in an awkward spot. Will be stunned up. He's underneath the tower, but the rest of T1 happy to dive on it. As it's another one to Tolkien. Carney gets a hook, but it's two for Doran in the fight, and No Way has no way home at this point. Doran tanking a lot of damage from that tower, though. Needs to be a little cautious, but we're 18 minutes into the game, and T1 are already hammering onto inhib towers.
Yeah, FaZe one stack away from 225. Should be able to get it here.
Here we go, FaZe. Chunk. You're in. No Way finishing it off. Carry it next on the chopping block is Faker. In the meantime, got Brokey, and he'll zoom on out of the base. Inhib survives, though. Huge for NNO. There's now a TP play. Maybe this is the chain of events that can turn this shambles of a game around. Tolkien chasing Faker. Doran is here too, though. Tolkien, he ain't tanky at this point. That's a lot of damage going on through, and Doran will be there to finish the job. Ona grabs one as Doran looks for a 2v1 on the bottom side of the fight. Gets the knock up onto Carney, and there's no way he's helping Carney on this one, as redemption for the orbital strike on Carney as well. Agarin solo on HP, and Ona has to flash away. No Way diving back into the fight, but Doran is loving every second. He's down, taken into his res, but you just can't kill him. You just can't kill him. Brokey trying to do what? What is that damage? It's a double for Doran. As Agarin is next, and he looks for more. Triple for Doran.
He does eventually go down, but so much damage coming out for this champion. Oh, Carney just about. Oh no, Carrier!
T1 are loving every second of this. They're doing a G2, as it were, to NNO. This game almost as cooked for NNO as my voice is at this point. There's No Way now. Trying to defend this tier 2 at the bottom side. FaZe. Flaps his way to safety. Look at the Panther. Tolkien, the tanks go in. Faker, though, stopping No Way from following up. The stun is there. Damage doesn't quite finish the job. It's looking pretty good for NNO to start the fight off, as Ona looks for a little bit more, but there's not really anywhere to go, and the Dragons are starting to dominate. But there's a hook from Carney again. Carney's thresh has been immaculate. There's No Way. Looks for a bit more action. The shield is not enough against the burns. And the two Dragons pushing forwards alone in the base. Carney looking for a hook, and he finds it again. The CC is there to follow up, and FaZe is down, but Doran looks for more himself and eviscerates Brokey. Going underneath the towers for a little bit more as well. Carney, the sole defender here for NNO, underneath these towers, but I'm not sure even Carney can protect himself from Doran, but Tolkien arrives and cuts through the top laner at T1.
Carney is just refusing to let this game end, finding these fantastic hooks onto T1, shutting down FaZe. This Smolder who's so scary, just getting taken down, and look, the game is in a rough spot, but the crowd is still cheering and hoping they can turn it around.
The crowd is all the way behind NNO, praying for a comeback. 7,500 gold is the lead for T1. That is the mountain that NNO has to climb. And they're finding a couple of these picks. The items are coming online. We're on the 2 items.
No Way.
Man, here's No Way. Looks for Faker, but can't quite find the kill.
Gets him low, but he's able just to slide out. Oh, the ult from Ona.
Going in, pays the damage onto both. Tolkien, the first target is the bird. Is ticking away. Mon flies on through, and Ona finishes the job as Doran low on HP, but there's no such thing as low on HP onto him. He just survives no matter what you do, and Brokey will be burnt to death. Another fight for T1, and they look for more. They're not interested in ending the game. They're interested in ending No Way, despite his quite generous draft. They still just want to kill him.
That's your coach, let us go. They'll chase him down. Faker just keeps tapping the slow on him. We'll get range. The two Dragons will beat him down.
I mean, what can you do? And the rest of T1 are finishing the job. 2 games in a row, absolute bangers here in Munich as T1 decimate NNO.